Hey guys, it's Steve here. Just came back from New Jersey. It was a short trip, so I can spend the rest of the day, so that's a good thing. Unless something comes in for tomorrow, we'll have to get up early if it's a long trip. But right now I'm back at home and we've been enjoying the weather. The weather's been beautiful the last week or so, and we love to go kayaking. Kayaking is one of our favourite pastimes, going down the river. It's just a beautiful and relaxing time. I usually put them up on our van, our Dodge Caravan, and we have 3 kayaks that we usually put up there, but it becomes very cumbersome to actually put them up there. And I was talking about I was going to actually purchase a truck. No, this is not a brand new truck, and to be honest, I don't want to put myself in hock for a brand new truck and have to pay it off over a 6-year period or something like that. Yes, I can get a really nice, decent truck and have the bank pay it for me and not even get my title, but I actually have bought this one cash and I have the title that's going to go with it. So I would rather have the title itself. And a friend of my wife's actually told me about this truck, and it was actually going to go to my stepdaughter, but she didn't really want it, and I decided that maybe I'll have a look at it. And this is the actual truck. It's a 2001 Ford 150. It's in pretty good condition. Only it has about 155,000 miles. Well, that's pretty darn good for a 2001 a truck. So, you know, my friend, he did a lot of work on this truck. He put a new transmission in it for me. He put new brakes, new tires. He really went out for me and got it detailed. And it really looks good for what I paid for it. Like I said, not a brand new truck, but this is going to be used as a workhorse, or basically for when we get our camper, so we can tow that, our ski jets, and all the other things that we're deciding that we're going to get. But this is an actual F-150 with the Triton V8, which is, I think, a 5.4 litre, and I mean it's in good condition for it, what it is. I mean, it looks pretty good. What I paid for it, I'm quite pleased. And I'm not really a Ford fan, but I've been driving this for 4 days and I'm actually quite pleased with it. It's got a nice bed, so it's all lined out. A few little dents, that sort of thing in it. Well, can't expect perfect. It's an off-road 4x4, and it's going to be used to actually put our kayaks on, because we've got so much room, and now we have 4 kayaks, so we can fit them in the bed, tie them down easy, not have to worry about going to spend all that time in hooking them up and putting them on top of a van. And I'm just going to walk back to our deck at the moment and just show you our kayaks. All the stuff that we put on the side here with the paddles, and we actually have inflatable kayaks, we have tubes, you name it, for a whole group to go with if needed. And we just like to enjoy it. I mean, it's a beautiful time out on the river. I call it the lazy river sometimes, unless we hit the rapids. The rapids can be quite fun. My wife likes to dump it now and again, so what I actually did, she had a hard time getting back into the kayak after dumping it. So I purchased for her, which is this one here, and I only got it about a week ago. I sit on it. And this is a good deal that I got for that. So it's an angler, but I can use that when she doesn't use it, so that's a good thing. My actual angler kayak is this one here, and that's the one I use to go fishing with, which is got the fishing area for. And then we got the pelicans. 2 pelicans, one for my son, and the other one was my wife's, but right now she's going to be going on the sit-on. So all in all, it's going to be so much easier using that truck, and it's going to be so much easier when we get the camper and we can tow it around. With 5.4 litre, we shouldn't have any problem towing it around. So you can't switch this camera back once it's actually recording, so I'm not going to show you my ugly face anyway. And just let you know, I'm always trying to show people I'm a real person, you know, a fair income guy that spends time with his family, relaxes, works hard, tries to relax on the weekend. How about you? You do the same thing? And like I said, I have an internet marketing business as well. There's the 4 of them right there, just laying in our backyard, and they get used quite often, especially it's going to be this summer because it looks like wonderful weather coming. So we're going to be out on the lakes, we're going to be out on the actual rivers and floating down, take a few hours, relax, do a bit of fishing, and yeah, have some good time. No need to be scared of this coronavirus stuff going on. Don't give up your lives because of it. It is what it is. Social distancing, they say keep the 6 foot apart and all that. Well, that's what we're trying to do anyway. We're not trying to get near any people. We see them coughing and splattering and things like that. We're going to actually keep away from them, obviously. But just get out there and enjoy yourselves, guys. Stop worrying about things. Life is what it is. I mean, you know, we can't predict the future, what's going to happen. So I'm just going to enjoy the time and see what happens, because I really don't know how situations are going to unfold in winter time. Is it going to come back twice as hard? I have no idea. I try to keep myself as healthy as possible. Take plenty of vitamin A and vitamin D and vitamin C, as they say to do. Not listen to Mr. Trump in swallowing disinfectant, things like that. You don't want to be doing that. Stay with the guidelines, I guess. Honestly, face masks help in one way and don't help in others, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going into this video to show you. And my other play toy is my bike. I love my bike. It's a 1995. It's a Honda Goldwing 1500cc, and people say it's an old man's bike. Okay, I just turned 60, so I guess it's an old man's bike. But I tell you what, try to keep one of these babies up. Try to keep them up and holding them, and try to lift one up. You cannot be an old man to lift one of those things up. And believe me, that thing gets up and goes. I've left Harley riders right behind, and when they see it, they kind of rev up their engines and make themselves all known as Harley riders and all like that. And mine's nice and quiet, and I'm right next to him, waving at him, saying hello, how you doing? Put the accelerator on, boom, I'm gone. That's it. I'm not a crazy driver. I take precautions. I get a little bit overboard now and again, but who doesn't when you get a little bit of power behind you? But that's 1995 20th anniversary in pretty well mint condition for what it is. And then over the other side I have my actual 2005 Dodge Magnum, which blew the radiator, and I'm working on that to fix that. And in the meantime I got the truck so I can get from point A to point B on that. And that was a little bit of a headache because I actually ordered the parts and one of the parts were broken when I got it, so that kind of peeved me off a bit. So now I got a refund on it, which is a good thing, and I have to get the parts now. I have the radiator to go, but I have to get the thermal fan. Okay, so just I'm recording this. I usually record in the truck and all, but I thought I'd record on the outside this time, not show you me, but just how I am, average Joe. All right guys, you take care out there and be safe. Steve Donahoe, bye.